So this week's vlog, let's get into it. What we're going to do, as you saw by the title, we're going to be discussing briefly about the winter arc, and we're going to do a cozy weekend together. Now the sun is shining outside and I just want to be out today because I know that tomorrow it's going to be raining all day, and that's when we're going to get super cozy. Today I thought I'd take you along to our local town and we can go grab some candles from my absolutely favourite shop in the town. It's so beautiful, lots of interior design. I thought we could go grab some candles from there and then take you along to the garden centre and see what there is there. I am looking for an indoor plant. If you guys have got any suggestions for indoor plants that like low light, then drop them in the comments below. So let's get into the vlog, let's get ready and head down to the town. Hope you enjoyed going along to the garden centre. They've got some super lovely, gorgeous autumnal bits, but they also do have some Christmas bits, which I'll save for another vlog. Unfortunately, I did not manage to pick up a plant because the plants they had at the garden centre were not for low light, so I'm going to have to keep searching for the right plant. You enjoyed seeing some snippets of the home and lifestyle shop in my local town. It's called Seddon and Davison, and the lady that owns the shop is just a super nice and really talented. Her shop is like what I want my home to look like, and I have quite a few bits from there, but we're trying to save money and we don't have a massive budget. So the last time I bought a candle was a couple of months ago actually, and it did last a very long time. This is the old candle that I used to use. There's a little bit left in there and I've had it for a good 2-3 months, and it's lasted quite a while. It's also a natural scented wax candle, so it's great in terms of the toxic fumes, and it smells amazing. This one is rosemary and bay leaf, but it's coming to an end and I really wanted more of an autumnal candle. I actually went for this one, which is called lemon, grass and ginger, and wow. So this is lemongrass and ginger, and I really like the scent of this candle because the ginger gives it super autumnal vibes and the lemongrass gives a sense of freshness. It's also very autumnal with its orange decor, which is great. So yeah, I'm looking forward to lighting that and getting cozy tomorrow. The other thing that I have run out of is dinner candles. So when I have dinner, my dining room area is actually quite dark, so I like to light dinner candles, and they have sadly come to an end. So I picked up some dinner candles, which I know you may have seen snippets of them in the earlier parts of the vlog, but I was still debating which colours to go for. So let me open them up and let's see what colours I went for. Love it. So the first colour that I've gone for is this sort of, I don't know how to describe it because it's like a browny green. What does it say? It's called caramel. It's like a browny green, so it's not quite brown, it's not quite green, and it's not beige. So yeah, this is the number one dinner candle. I like to pair my dinner candles up and also go for like a theme, and since it's autumn I went for a classic beautiful sort of it's not even forest green, I don't really know how to describe it, it's more like an earthy green, and I absolutely love this. And then I went for a bit of a wild card. I don't usually do this, but I thought I'm going to go for a little bit of a wild card, and I have gone for a burgundy. Now burgundy is obviously on trend right now, and it matches my nails, and I wanted to give a super autumnal vibe. So these are the three candles together. There we go. These were £1.80 each, so just over £5. And yeah, I'm looking forward to pairing this up and styling up the candle as well. So we are going to go and do that now. Before we go and style this up, I wanted to talk about the winter arc. So there seems to be a lot of videos on the winter arc. It's all about resetting yourself in 90 days before the new year and sort of getting yourself ahead of your New Year's resolutions and ahead of everybody else. I love this concept because I think it's never too late and it's never too early to start working on yourself. And so yeah, I'm going to try and incorporate the winter arc. Have you guys heard about the winter arc or not? If you have, let me know what you think. But essentially, it's all about writing down your main goals that you want to achieve in 90 days, and then setting out how you're going to achieve them, and then just going for it, absolutely going for it. And I think a lot of the time when we approach October, we end up winding down for the year. But actually, this winter arc is all about winding all the way back up and projecting into 2025 how you would like to start 2025. Now, it did start on the 1st of October, but like I said, there's no perfect day for starting or ending your self-care and self-development. So I really want to start the winter arc, and I think I'm going to start it from tomorrow. We're going to have a super productive day tomorrow. I really want to start on writing what I plan to do, and yeah, so we'll do that in the morning, and yeah, I'll see you then. After I've styled all of this up, we are going to go on a super lovely autumnal walk because it's probably the last time we're going to see the sunshine for a while. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, ready to start the winter arc and a productive day. And yeah, see you guys soon. Hope you enjoyed seeing the snippets of the candles and them all set up ready to bring in the cozy winter arc. Right now I'm going to go enjoy the sunset with Oscar. We're going to go on our long autumnal walk, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning for a productive morning and the start of the winter arc. See you guys soon. Hi guys, and happy Sunday. I hope you are all doing well. I have just got ready for the morning. I've taken Oscar out on his walk before it started chucking it down. I actually love the autumnal rain. It's super cozy, and with that, grab your cup of tea or your coffee and let's get into the rest of the vlog. As I mentioned previously, I thought that we could discuss the winter arc, and I explained that the winter arc was how you can transform yourself in 90 days. Now, this is all before the new year. So actually, I wanted to do a winter arc with you guys where we transform ourselves in 60 days. And when I say transform ourselves in 60 days, I don't mean achieving the most unrealistic expectations of what we would like to be, but more doing 1 or 2, maybe even 3 things that we think we can do every day for the next 60 days. Because guys, there are only 66 days left until Christmas and 73 days left until New Year's Day. So it's the perfect time to buckle down, write a couple of goals, and we can do them every day for the next 60 days. So you know that my self-care pillars, there are 7: nutrition, movement, nature, home, rejuvenation, and spirituality. Now, in these 60 days, I want to do what I think will help me the most. I want to focus on the multivitamins, the type of foods that I'm eating, and also making sure I have lots of probiotics. So I definitely want to focus on the nutrition pillar, and there are 3 goals there. The next one that I really want to focus on is movement, and I really want to do a challenge, an abs challenge. I have been wanting to do an abs challenge like forever, and I always start in the new year and I'm like, right, I'm going to do this for 60 days, and basically I never do it. And I think one of the reasons I never actually achieve it is because when you get to New Year, everyone is like, we've got to set this goal, we've got to do this, and then you kind of lose momentum because you've put so much pressure on yourself. So if we start the winter arc, that relieves the pressure in the new year, and actually you can just build on what we have achieved in these 60 days. So those are going to be my 4 things. The other thing that I would actually really like to do and continue is journaling. So the spirituality bit of the pillar is journaling, and when people give me compliments, or when I have done something nice for somebody, or somebody's done something nice for me, I really like to write it down. And what I found is I've been writing it on my phone and reading it back on days that I feel quite low, and I'm like, wow, yeah, someone actually did say that, and yeah, I remember that moment. That was so nice. And what happens is that the levels of anxiety or stress or whatever I'm feeling at the time just go down, because I'm like, wow, there was a time when I was looking good, or I was feeling great, and people complimented me, or that person did something super nice for me. Like when we were at the garden centre, actually, I wanted a low light plant, and the person who worked there was like, no, sorry, this plant doesn't work. But there was a customer who was like, excuse me, you actually can get low light plants. You can actually get plants that require sunlight to work in low light situations. You can get lights with the timer on. And I was like, wow, okay, you know, and I thought that was nice, so I'm going to write that down. So yeah, those are the main things I want to focus on in 60 days, and I'm going to hold myself accountable, and I'm going to, in whatever form, post it on my shorts and give you guys an update every single day for the next 60 days. Now, my shorts won't be obviously as good quality as this, because it'll be on my phone, and actually I dropped my phone in water on the walk yesterday, so it's got water in it. So if the you know, the videos are fuzzy, I'm sorry, I'll work on it, but I really don't want to buy a new phone. I want to keep my £10 a month SIM card because it's nice and cheap, and yeah, unless it like stops working, I don't really want to upgrade my phone. So yeah, let's go and write down in your journals. I'll show you what my journal looks like. It looks like this. It's just super plain. It was super cheap from Amazon, and I am going to write in here the 4 things that I want to achieve. I'm also going to write my gratitude in here, and yeah, that's what I am going to do. Now, of course, it's going to differ for everybody, but try and put things realistic on there, and things that you really, really are itching to do before the end of the year. If you want to look great for your Christmas party, what is it that you need to do to achieve that? If you want to, for example, eat better, what are 1 or 2 things that you can cut out or you can improve on by achieving that? So I thought today we could set ourselves up for the reset. And so what I would like to do is prepare my nutritional food. As always, you guys know that I'm going to prepare a broth. I want to have the broth every single morning for the next 60 days because broth is super, super important. It builds a lining in your stomach, so then you can have that level of protection there. So guys, I hope you enjoyed watching the making of the banana bread. I'm so happy that it turned out much better than last time. I've got my cup of tea. I had a slice of cake. To be honest with you, it could have been a little bit sweeter, but it just hit the spot. It's exactly what I needed, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching the making of that. We are now coming to the end of the vlog, but before I close out the vlog, I wanted to talk you through the supplements that I am going to be using. So first up, we have got marine collagen. I'm just going to drop this fish collagen into my coffee every morning. You always get a super plump feel. My lips always feel so much fuller and my skin feels so much firmer and softer. Next up is, of course, their Happy vitamin D3, which is really essential, especially during winter. So I'll be taking 2 of these. These are 1000 IUs. But to help with the absorption of that, I have got natural calcium, which has got D3 and K2 in it, which will help absorb the vitamin D. So I've got that. So I think in total I'll probably be having 3000 IU. And then next up I have omega-3, which is really good for eyes and skin, which is really important. Then I've got sea buckthorn oil. Now if you've got dry eyes, sea buckthorn oil is really good for this. I find it's really good anyway. And then I'm trying to grow my hair out. It used to be super thick and curly, and I've just lost that. I have been a short-haired girl for 2 years, but actually I want to go back to being a long-haired girl, so we're working on that. And biotin will help with that, so I'll be taking biotin as well. Now I've got a trusty multivitamin, which is my SCD complex, which will help with any vitamins that I am not having in my diet potentially, or I'm missing out on any vitamins. That's really good. And then if I'm feeling poorly, I also have essential amino acids, which if I'm not eating properly, which I am of course, but say you are not feeling well, this is really great for having essential amino acids. So those are the multivitamins that I'm going to be taking and trying over the next 60 days. In addition to that, I will be, of course, posting about it and seeing how I go. I might need to drop some supplements and mix them up, but I'm just going to see if I have a full transformation at the end of the 60 days. Just before we close out the vlog, I wanted to read out a little bit from my journal, and I'm going to go now, write in my journal, and leave you guys with some nature walks with Oscar. And as always, if you've enjoyed this vlog, please drop a like and drop a comment below on what you liked, what you'd like to see in future. And please also subscribe and share with your friends and family, because we're going to just keep getting cozier. Thank you again, and I'll see you guys soon. So guys, this is my journal that I started ages ago, and I thought I would read the opening paragraph to you guys. It says, "My name is Jessica, and this is my gratitude and healing journal. I believe in wildflowers, magic, Bedlington Terriers, good energies from family and friends, making the life you and I want, kindness of good energy people." So yeah, I actually wrote that. I actually wrote that in here, which is nice. So let's go and let's go.